Now, let's just drain out the water here.
Oh, so you don't put it in with the water?
No, we won't do that.
Ah, okay.
And so let's add the dried cranberries and we'll stir that up. I think the cranberries not only provide a boost of color and nice flavor, but color-wise, I mean, it looks really attractive.
It looks really attractive.
Yeah, because stuffing can be kind of bland looking. So we have our toasted sourdough bread. I took sourdough bread, I just cubed it, I laid it out on a sheet pan and I toasted it in the oven just so it's kind of light brown. And that's going to allow us, it's pretty firm, but not so dry that, you know, we couldn't break it.
You know, I remember Thanksgiving time would come around and my mom, for the whole year, would save the ends of the bread
and then chop
stick them in the freezer. And the night before she was going to make the stuffing, she'd lay out all the ends. So you'd have wheat bread, white bread, rye bread,
all mixed together.
All mixed together.
Well, I think, you know, that was a more frugal time and people were much, you know, kind of into the savor mentality. So we can add all of that in.
Now this is going to serve 20 people?
At least.
Wow.
So we'll stir that up and then I'm going to mix these eggs up. I just have a couple of eggs here.
So you add eggs to your stuffing?
It not only provides a little flavor, but it helps, there's always one or two that try to escape. But it helps bind it because eggs have protein and the protein help hold the stuffing together.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Okay, so now we have about 2 quarts of chicken stock. You could use chicken broth. You could, if you had parts of the turkey, you could always use the turkey as well. We're just going to pour this over.
And I would imagine if you have any vegetarians coming, you could use like vegetable stock?
Absolutely. In fact, the stuffing that we're making right now does not have any animal products in it except for butter. You know, except for the butter. And you know, if we have vegans who didn't want to have any animal products, we could do this without the eggs. We could use vegetable oil instead. Okay. We could use vegetable stock if we'd like. So really, I'd rather us think about the technique we're using rather than the specific elements. Product, because that way, we can make a variety of different stuffings really using the same idea, the same techniques. Okay, so that looks pretty well distributed. We're going to have a little eggs and we're going to also just stir that together, and then we're going to lay that into our buttered pan, and then we're going to bake that off. And we're going to make the same thing with our cornbread-based stuffing as well.
Oh. Now let me ask you, can you substitute like apples or something else?
Great idea. And I love the idea of using apples or pears because we think about the fall.
Right.
You know, Thanksgiving is a kind of a celebration of the harvest. And really, Andra, it's my favorite holiday.
Oh, mine too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because I think it's a family time. I think there's no overt religious symbolism, so everybody can participate.
Right.
And I think when you know people come to our country, that's one of the first holidays they kind of get accustomed to because everybody can participate.
Now this looks a little wet to me. It's okay?
I think it's going to be good because in the oven it will dry out a little bit. So I think you've done a nice job there. And let's lay that into our pan, and we should.
Oh, good thing I've been working out.
Let me help you.
Yeah. Okay.
You can just stir that right in. Yeah, just pat that over so we're kind of spread it out a little bit. Yeah. I think this recipe is perfect for this pan. Terrific. So just smooth that out with the bottom of your spoon.
And I'll show the viewers. Oh, this looks great. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I usually cook the stuffing around 325 degrees. It takes, depending on how fast your ovens are, and ovens do vary from household to household and even commercial ovens. So it's probably going to take about 45 minutes. If you had a thermometer, it should be about 180 degrees. And we're going to put this in our oven. Now, I have a commercial convection oven, so it's going to be a little faster than your ovens at home.
Oh, great.
But I'd say probably it's going to take about 45 minutes.
Okay.
So while that's in the oven, we're going to restock and we'll do our second dressing, which is very similar in method to the first, but using different ingredients.
Great. Okay? Well, now that we've learned how to make a traditional stuffing, stay tuned. And after these brief messages, we're going to come back and learn how to make a spicy Southwestern stuffing.